In a stunning revelation today, the Rudd government has backed away from an election pledge to provide every upper secondary school student with their own computer. The Education Minister, Julia Gillard, said yesterday the government would provide the resources but conceded it could not force schools to provide individual computers to each student. A 15-page policy document labelled A Digital Education Revolution said a Rudd Labor government will revolutionise classroom education by putting a computer on the desk of every upper secondary school student. It said students will have their own computer and access to the school's extranet and classroom content both from their desktop and remotely. So it got me thinking, this revolution that they put together, this document, it must be unbelievable. Then I read it was only 15 pages long. I've been involved in developments that are 200, 300, 400 pages of concise, articulate information. Now, you would think if you're going to put a revolution on secondary students or on the Australian people, you would think it'd be larger than 15 pages. But then again, I thought maybe it's articulate and concise. So I went and downloaded the document off the Labor website. And let me just go through all the pages with you. Page 1 is a photo of Kevin Rudd. Page 2 is the authors, and they're Kevin Rudd, Stephen Smith and Conroy. Page 3 is where we get into the real meat of it, and that's the overview. The overview is the first 3 paragraphs are actually repeated on another page, but anyway, page 3 of the document, and then we've got page 4, which is only really half a page. But here's our statement. The Rudd Labor government will revolutionise classroom education by putting a computer on the desk, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you can read it. And you've heard it all before. Then we've got the next page, which again is what I say about the first 3 paragraphs are actually repeated. Then we get the real meat of the revolution. The classroom applications of computers. And this is where the real revolution begins. It's amazing. You know what you can do with a computer in a classroom? Word processing. Writing and formatting documents such as letters, reports, stories, scripts and essays. Now that's revolutionary. I didn't know that. Spreadsheets, interpreting data and analysing statistics. Wow, this is such a revolution that I'm so glad that I read it. So now I'm part of it. I believe in the education revolution. Slide presentations, desktop publishing. That's another thing you can do with computers. Multimedia and editing software, computer-aided technical design, and specialised software. Wow. This is just incredible. So, and you'll notice that the actual page, the margin here the page is actually shrunk. So instead of having the full margin width, no. We're actually going to cut that so it actually makes the document look a lot larger. So in essence, you're probably looking at a much smaller document. Then we get another one, classroom applications of broadband, and this is where the real revelation is. Broadband, it's all about broadband. Email and messaging. That's what you can do with broadband. You know what else you can do? Voice over Internet Protocol. Some would call it VoIP. Amazing. This is the main one. Web browsing. What do you think of that? You can also maintain a website, and you know something else? You can download music. It says so. Fast file downloads. Unbelievable. These Labor guys have really got a handle on the internet. Those Liberal guys, they had no idea. But these Labor guys, they understand the revolution. And then we get further in. Page 8. It's got 2 paragraphs on the page. That's it. That's an extra page. Then we keep going down and we get to another page. Lo and behold, look at this. This is a full page. Nothing on it again. And then the last page is the endnotes, where they got their research from. So this education revolution that we had, that the Rudd government portrayed on us, that told us how great it was going to be, is nothing more than a 7-page, possibly an 8-page document with fluff through it. And now we've found out that what they said they were going to do, they're really not going to do anyway. They're going to give a school a grant, and the school can do what they want with that grant. So in essence, there's no guarantee that any computer will be on anyone's desk at all. The weakening continues.